because if I were to put this here like this, it would poke right into my eyeball. The lash tape is the most important part of following my specific cluster lash. Close your eye. You're going to tape it down really close to where your lashes grow out, but it's only touching your skin. It's not actually touching your eyelashes. You're going to lift it up and you're going to tape it up to your eyebrow like this. No, it will not rip out your eyebrow hair. You do not need to worry about that. Give it a nice once over. My eye is taped up and you can see that pink waterline. What your lashes are growing out of, that pink strip, is called your waterline, and that is like the key master of controlling whether your lashes are going to irritate you. So if a lash is in there, if glue is in there, that's going to irritate you throughout the week. You can't see with your eye not taped up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use this gray waterproof glue. This is designed to be less noticeable and distracting than a black glue, but less crusty and gross than a clear white glue. We're gonna reptile blink so our eye doesn't dry out. And we are going to take this gray glue and we are going to apply it all over our lashes from root to tip. Not only is it gonna make your lashes last longer, we do wear our lashes for an entire week. Do not recommend wearing them over 1 week. It's also gonna help prevent them from twisting and turning. Once that glue is all over your lashes from root to tip, let it chill for a second. Just give it a minute, just hang out, have a drink. Let it get a little tacky. When the glue gets a little tacky, it gets a little stickier and it makes it easier for the fake lash to stick and do its thing. These are hella soft. Look at how fluffy these are. What you're going to do is you're going to take your applicator and you're going to dip that applicator into a cup of water every single time you pick up a lash. What you guys need to realize is this glue is hella sticky, and throughout this process, a little bit of it's going to get on your applicator, and when that happens, your fake lash is going to try to stick to your applicator instead of staying on your eye, and it's going to be irritating. No, this is not going to ruin it. Yes, you can wash your lashes right after if you want to. What I need you to do is avoid making this common mistake. A common mistake that people make when they're taking their cluster lash out of the box is that they grab it by the tip. It's an understandable mistake, but they're too fragile. You need to grab it from the bottom. It's easier to get it out of the box, and you're not going to accidentally rip your lash up. So you grab it out of the box from the base. And once you grab it from the base, now you transfer over into your other hand, and now you can come back around and grab it from the tip. Okay. You cannot just apply your cluster lash straight up and down. Another common mistake that people make when applying their cluster lashes is that they kind of just put them all on with no rhyme or rhythm, and that's why they're coming out wonky. Your lashes don't all grow straight up and down. You can see right here, they're angled this way. So your outer corner especially, you have to angle that cluster lash this way. And then once you start getting to the inner corner, you actually have to change the angle to match the angle of your natural lash. So we're gonna reptile blink, tilt our head. Another common mistake that people make is putting their outer corner lash all the way down here, which is understandable because you have lashes down here. But what I have learned over time is that if I do it all the way down there, when I take the tape off, it looks super droopy. So what you actually want to do is leave some of those natural lashes out here. Just leave them out. It's okay. Just leave them out. Move in a couple of lashes, okay? I'm going to plop this down as close as I can get it to the base of my lashes, but while making sure it is not inside that waterline. No overlap. Side by side with no overlap. Yes, that gives me another opportunity to tell you another very, very common mistake that people make is thinking that their overlap increases retention. It does exactly the opposite. A fake lash adheres to a natural lash a hell of a lot better than it adheres to another fake lash. Don't overlap your lashes unless you look at that fluffy, lightweight lash. 16, 14, 12, 10, 10. You heard? You're going to dip it in water and we're going to start pinching our lashes. This is a very, very important step in mushing everything together for your lash retention, for your lashes to last longer. I need you to dip your water in between each pinch because like I said, the glue is hella sticky. That's a good thing. That's how it lasts. If you don't, it's going to tug when you do your pinching. So dip it in water, come in from the outer corner, and I want you to pinch starting at the bottom and pinch, pinch, pinch all the way up to the top. Come in from the inner corner and pinch, pinch, pinch. So we're going to go back into our gray bond and seal. Take the seal side of our bond and seal, and we're just going to tap this at the bottom. We're going to go in and we're going to pinch those motherfuckers again. Same exact pinching routine. Pinch, 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 pinch. Take a Q-tip. You're going to dip that Q-tip in water so it's not hairy and fuzzy. And you're going to tap, tap, tap that water line. There's going to be some glue. There is going to be some seal on that water line, and you just can't see it. You just don't know it. So you need to tap, tap, tap that water line with a wet Q-tip because that will also dry down and irritate you, and you're going to think you have a lash in your eye, and you don't, and it's going to irritate you, and da-da-da-da. Here, give it a little brushy brush. That might help you with your stickiness. How they look from the top.